Hi there, Kimberly Flanagan of Kimberly's Quilts. I'm a former Handi Quilter National Educator, and oftentimes when I was teaching, I would take this little, what I call handmade gadget. People would often ask me, how do you keep your quilts aligned straight? And I've been doing this for years. Many of you guys that have been in classes with me, either virtually or in person, have seen me demonstrate this or talk about this. What it is a method that I use. It's just something that I don't even know how I discovered this years ago. I don't know if I saw it somewhere or what, but it is a bungee cord that you can get on Amazon, and I'll put the link below. And then I attach what I call, they're called cord stoppers, or when my daughter was little growing up, we used to put them on their shoes, and they used to be called bow biters. But they're just basically little clips that look like this that go on the cord, and I get them in colors. And I'm going to turn the camera around here so you can see why and how I use them. So if you look here at my cord, you'll see that I have red on the outside, and then I have 2 purple, 2 green, 2 orange, and then a yellow. The yellow is only one because that's the dead center of my quilt. So when I have a quilt loaded on here, and yes, it is off center because I'm going to load a second one on that end of the fabric, and I'm going to do 2 at once. But I thought I'd jump on here and show you how I use these and how I line these up. So I move all of these to this side. So I've got a red, a purple, a green, and an orange, and then I take the yellow one and I put it in the dead center of my quilt, and that would be right there. Then I take the remaining ones and I line them up at critical points along the way. The red one will be the outside of my quilt. The purple one might be at the start of that border. If I have multiple borders, I will do this with each border along the way. This one would be at the start of that border. And this one I might put right here on this seam because that's a constant seam that goes all the way through my quilt. And I will come down here at this end and I will do the same thing. The red's on the outside, the purple's at the seam, this is on the inside seam, and then this one is in the seam, this seam that will run down through here. Now, what this does for me is it allows me that every time when I advance my quilt that I can still see, is it center here, is it shifting to the right or the left based on if the little, I'm going to call them bow biters, but the little clips, and I get the colored pack so that I know what I'm dealing with. So when I advance this quilt, I can constantly and quickly see, am I shifting? Am I staying square? Am I staying straight? Is the center still in the center? And I can adjust it with each advance of the quilt if for any reason I'm getting off. If I'm not and everything's great, then when I get to the bottom, I know that I'm not going to be dealing with one side being longer than the other, or it not being square, or not being lined up properly. Quick and easy way. So the next question I often get is, how do I attach this to my machine? I have little T-hooks. They're magnets. You can buy them on Amazon. You can buy them at Harbor Freight, Home Depot, any like hardware type store. Then I put this, just loop it over and put one of the bow biters here at the end, and then this hooks on this. This is, your frame is magnetic, so by putting this right here, there it is, and it's all lined up. I use this whether I am floating my top or whether I am actually attaching the top to the bottom of my take-up bar. No matter which way I load, I always use this system. If I'm doing something that's ruler work and this is getting in my way, because I have this hooked on, I can easily just take this and set it off to the side, but my little markers do not move So when I bring it back and I put it back in place, they are still exactly where they are. Oh, look, there it's at the edge of the quilt. It's on the seam, it's on the seam, it's on the seam, and it's in the middle. So this is how I keep my quilts nice and square as I advance. And again, these are available on Amazon, and so is the bungee cord. I will put the links to both of these items below. And I hope for those of you that have asked me from my classes to make a video because you can't really visualize it, here it is, and I hope that helps you.